G'day and welcome back to another episode of Blue Ute Getaways. This week we leave Eulo and head to our friend's property somewhere on the New South Wales-Queensland border, Outback, New South Wales. So sit back and relax for about the next 20 minutes or so. And if you see what you like, please subscribe to our channel. It's free and it would help us out a lot. This was a very slow trip as we had only just got the van and we haven't got a stone guard on the front of it yet. So we didn't want any rocks flicking up and damaging the caravan. We are currently on our friend's property. I'm not going to identify where it is, obviously, but it's a magnificent morning. We didn't do a lot of filming during our stay with our friends as we wanted to enjoy their company as much as possible. Here we are set up at their place. Wednesday, 8th of October. We're still on our friend's property. I found this fixer-upper. Maybe one of the followers out there could tell us what sort of truck it is. There were a lot more emus, kangaroos and goats this time. I think it's because they've had some rain and so all the native animals are taking the opportunity to breed whilst there's plenty of water and food around. Normally I would not go up in a gyrocopter, but I've known Mike for over 20 years and I know that he's meticulous in his servicing of it and I trust him implicitly. And it was a lot of fun. So we've just spent the last couple of days on our friend's property, had a fantastic time. It was great catching up with them, but we've left there now and we are now on our way to a place called Corinda. Bye. We're currently in Corinda, New South Wales. Anybody know what Corinda is famous for? We'll let you know in a minute. The Corinda Primitive Campground is a donation camp and is flat and has showers and toilets and plenty of room. There were only 2 other campers when we were there.
This is just a slight hint. Quaint little church.
So this is the Corinda Hotel. This is what Corinda is famous for. In the early 1980s, David Bowie came out here, and this is where they filmed the music video for Let's Dance. Let's take you inside for a look. The Corinda pub has become a pilgrimage for tourists, with Bowie fans making the journey out west to pose against the same yellow tiles that Bowie did. The Corinda Bowie Festival is held every year on the October long weekend. Whilst we were there, we thought we would inject some more money into the town's economy by having dinner. We both had chicken burger and chips and can confirm they were very good. Kui March Memorial. So we are in Gandra and it's raining. It's only just started. There we are over there in the RV section. It's a free camp. You just need to get a permit, which you can do via a QR code or from the information centre just here that we're going into. Hi.
How you going?
Good, you?
Good, thank you.
So for those of you who don't know or are too young to know, the Kui March started in Gilgandra, and the idea was to march all the way to Sydney to enlist in World War One. And as they marched from Gilgandra, each town they went to, they picked up more and more volunteers, and they marched all the way to Sydney, which is pretty phenomenal really. Such a long way to walk, but they did. And of course many of them went and didn't come home.
That was quite interesting, that.
Why, what was it?
Oh, it's just the ladies behind the lines, and they just talked about what, the girls' side of it as they watched the men, march out and everything. And, just a bit of it. Actually, just telling you the history of what you've just said, but on these 2 girls' point of view, from the Edwards sisters' point of view. So.
Those of you who know me know that I'm very much into this sort of stuff. I feel like we owe all these people a great deal of debt because they made Australia what Australia is, in my opinion. Obviously it's only my opinion and everyone is entitled to their opinion, so I don't force it on anyone, but that's just how I feel. And I thank God I had never had to go through it. or my children for that matter. Of course, at the time it was portrayed as a great adventure to go and see the world, but it didn't turn out that way. And they thought they would all be home for Christmas, and of course the war dragged on.
Personally, I think every Australian should come through one of these memorial type things.
Absolutely.
Read about what's happened, understand why we are what we are, get back to being Australians. Is our diprotodon that we saw the other day,
Oh, yeah.
and that's his actual foot.
That's a big foot.
It was a big animal.
Sure was. Beautiful old tapestry here. Entry into this museum is a donation only, so you can give only what you can afford, and then everyone benefits, and it will be here for everybody.
They did this to raise money. So you'd pay a sixpence or a shilling, and you'd get your name, and you'd write your name on this quilt. And this lady, Clara Ward, would then come over and sew over the name that you've just written on it to get them to keep it all the time. And that's how they made money. That's how they raised money for the Gilgandra area. Well, and that was in the 1920s and 1930s.
There's a lot of names on there.
Yeah. 1,700 names.
There you go.
$1910. I don't think they did justice to these poor ladies here.
No.
It's one of those photographs that they touch on.
Old wedding dress. So what did you think of that?
Well, I'm very impressed with the museum and the fact that it's free and it gets so much information about the Kui March. It's a good little information store.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Quite like it. And all for just a donation as well.
Yes.
Good morning, everybody. As you can probably see, a little bit foggy here in Gilgandra this morning. But I think it's going to be a nice day. I just wanted to show you where we stayed last night, because I really think Gilgandra Council need to be congratulated, because this is a fabulous facility that they're providing here. So I'll just spin you around. Here it is here. So all you do is you scan the QR code, book in to get a permit. It is free. You just need to put the permit on the dashboard of your car so that they know that you're staying here. and you can pick up your permit from down there at the information centre. But here it is here, beautiful level grassy area. There's 10 sites. Wasn't very noisy. There's the main road there, but because the it's close, very close to town, nearly in the middle of town really, the trucks were going slow, so they're not flying past in the middle of the night or anything. So we had a very pleasant night here tonight. I mean last night. And yeah, there's toilets in the information centre you can use. So in town is this great memorial in recognition of the men who left Gilgandra in 1915 for the Cooey March. We're going to finish up this episode here in Gilgandra. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing to our channel. It's free. Join us next week for a special episode when we take you on a walk through the van. Until then, bye.
Bye-bye.
West in our... This week we Guess so.
We'll make it quick.
I don't think I don't know if you got the sign or not.
Oh, okay. What's that? It's not the best thing to try and do it. Like that. Jesus Christ. How's that?
That's better as long as you straighten it up.
Oh. How's that?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, quick. Jesus. Flies, just.
Where are you?
Yeah.
You can walk.
Oh, okay.